questions, of course, coming in, so I'm going to weave that in. But since you spoke about innovation, I thought this was a good time to kind of show you this picture as well, Matt, because a lot of memories are going to come out of this one, and everyone's been, of course, asking you to talk about this once more.
Yeah, the mongoose bat.
You got to.
I've got a little show and tell.
There you go, guys. You asked for it. There you go.
After I finished, I had about 15 bags of kit, which were largely just left, and I got a janitor in to come up with just a little collection.
Okay.
And so this is item 118. So there's about 300 items, but
wow,
that's the bat that you got there. That mongoose. And it's sort of hard to give it perspective because, you know, for me, I get a lot of questions around this particular product.
Yeah.
And I think what's from a playing point of view, the players just go, how is it that you use half a bat? I can remember MS Dhoni saying, mate, I will give you anything that you want in life not to use this bat. Please do not use this bat. And I said to MS, I said, mate, I've been using this bat in practice for about a year and a half now. And I'm telling you that when it hits the middle of this bat, it goes 20 metres further. That's just the fact. They just disappear off this thing and they go further. And I wasn't really worried about this area of the bat because defensively, you're not there. And it's exactly the same length as a normal bat.
Yeah.
So it's not like this bat is longer. It just appears longer because of this.
It appears, because it's shaped a little narrower. Yeah.
Yeah, so that, I mean, you have a look how thick the edges are. I mean, it's literally half my face.
Yep.
You know, it's really, the profile of that bat is enormous. But, you know, I think...
Did MS or anyone try to kind of knock a bit with this at all during nets at all, during those times, Matt?
Yeah, look, I use it, as I said before, I use it extensively in trial. I wasn't just going to, you know, put my franchise at risk and have bad performances. I'd done my homework on this product. I was ready to use it. And I was ready to trade it as well, is what happened. So sometimes, you know, I'd use it through the middle stages of the match. I wouldn't just come out necessarily and use it straight off the bat if it was steaming a little bit. So this becomes a strategic tool. I mean, I'd love to have this in my own video game, this innovation, you know, like this, you know, for me, cricket should have more products. Tennis has evolved. You know, you have a look at the way the rackets are sprung, you know, the weight of them. I mean, even an absolute novice like me can hit a ball in the middle of a tennis bracket. They're about the size of your dining table now. They're huge. Golf, you know, their shafts are incredible. Graphite shafts, they're hard as, you know, they fly. But within cricket, there's not a lot of innovation. And then when there is innovation, like you hear this argument around, the bats are too big. Well, yeah, but you still got to hit it. You know, like it's still a cricket ball and it's still a cricket bat. So, now, you know, the outfields that are brought in. Well, yeah, don't bring the outfields in then. If that's the case, just keep them as is and keep them. I don't believe that ground should be within the same dimensions. I think it's good to have some oval ground, some longer straight. It gets a batsman and it gets the strategy of the game, you know, coming through. And I think it's just it's tiring to see the same product roll out. So if you want to use a bat that weighs 15 kilos, good luck to you. I'm sure Big Dre Russell wouldn't mind using something that's the size of the body. He's just a club. But, you know, I like that innovation. For mine, that product, the Mongoose product, was a step in the right direction. And it was a brave or courageous decision to use it. But I figured that it was going to make my game better. And in the couple of occasions that I used it, I just loved it. It was so fun to use.
Did any of your teammates try using that as well once you kind of brought it out, Matt?
Yeah, everyone tried it. I think the daunting thing about it, though, is that when you're standing over the bat, it's a half a bat.
Yeah.
when you really think about it, and I'd say this to the boys at the time as well, when you think about it, you don't often badly mishit the ball. And if you do, well then, you know, bad luck, like you can in normal games. So you sort of got your range, your target range. I'll grab another bat. I'll grab another bat for a sec. 1 sec.
No problem, Matt.
So this is a typical bat that I was using.
All
I
right.
used this one in the inaugural Big Bash League final, and
Okay.
I got this painted by a guy called Pedro Wanamiri, and he's a Tiwi artist. But it's just the most stunning piece of artwork.
It's beautiful.
And I actually used it like that as well in the games. But getting back to my point, like when you look at this, the actual profile of the bat, the majority of the balls are hitting, you know, in that range. You know, like if you go above here, yeah, there might be one or two that got you a bit high on the bat. But when you line up this particular profile with the mongoose, the majority of those balls are going to hit basically right there.
Yeah.
There's not too much that's going to hit. And is it that much shorter? Like, that's the thing. Like, when you look at and it's exactly the same length.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's not as different as what you think is the point. And you don't have to change your batting position. I used to have long blade bats for a little bit. And I just could not use them because I kept on hitting everything about 3 inches higher than the centre of the bat. Just because I didn't change my stance, but the blade was actually making me hit. I was hitting the ground actually, rather than hitting the ball. It's crazy.
You know, I'm going to break this up a bit. This was really interesting. That was awesome, by the way, Matt. Really kind of you to kind of show us that. It was a good one.